In this video, we're going to talk about some of the basic ways to create auto responses in the VOR method Slack program. The most basic way is through Slackbot. And so how do you do that? You go to your conversation, your direct message with Slackbot. You make sure the conversation details are visible. You click on Slackbot and you go to Create Edit Slackbot Responses. And that brings you up to this video. And here's how it basically works. On the left, you'll input the triggers, what you want somebody to say, whether student or instructor, separated by commas. And here you list whatever responses you want. And what'll happen is if any of these come in, the Slackbot will choose randomly from one of these to be the response. Now notice the input triggers are separated by commas and the outputs are on separate lines. Let's take a look now at the VMH, the next level of complexity. So let's look at a basic VMH autoresponder. This is the focus command. And what does it say? If it's going to use a regular expression, if you're not familiar with regular expressions, just go ahead and do that regex tutorial. It's very useful, and being good with regular expressions is pretty essential when editing the VMH. So it's going to test the variable message lower, and message lower just means the incoming message in all lowercase. It's going to test that, and if the message lower includes the phrase focus help either with or without a space, that's what the space question mark means. It means, either with or not with the space. It's going to do the following, and here's the command. These are functions that we've built inside of the VMH. It's just send whatever you want it to send, and then comma, and then current channel. Current channel means like the current channel that you're in. It's fairly self-explanatory. And that's what you would do if you want your command to remain visible. So if you want the student to see that you typed focus help and it to stay there, then you would do it like this. Now let's take a look at how to do a situation in which you don't want that command to be there, if the command is confusing or distracting or whatever. So let's take a look at how to do that. So let's take a look at this one. This basically is like if you're using something on a phone mostly. If you type CC or CK, it's going to send the heavy check mark. So let's look at the formula over here. First, it's looking to see if the entire thing, that the caret means the beginning of the statement and the $sign means the end. So if the whole message is CC or CK, and I added one more thing to make sure that it only works for instructors. So you can make it so that either instructors includes message.user, or if you want it to only work for students, you do it like this. You just put an exclamation point before instructors. You just do get chat history and all this stuff. All this means is it's going to see who sent it and then just like delete that person's last message. Then it's going to send that. So let's look at the logic here. It's going to see, did the person type CC or CK? And is that person an instructor? If so, then first remove the CC or CK, because that's going to be distracting the students, and they're going to say, why is there a CK there? What does CK mean? So it's gone instantly. It's posted and deleted almost instantly. And then it's going to send. Notice it says : heavy check mark. That's just the way to access emojis inside of Slack. If you want to look at the list of emojis, just use type a colon, it'll kind of appear in Slack. And again, it sends it to the current channel. It's and that's how to do it if you want to get rid of the thing. Now, when you do this, it'll still say CC for like a split second, right? So if there's something, this is relatively rare. If there's something where you don't even want that millionth of a second of it being on the screen, we can also do this through a slash command. Remember, we're restricted to 25 slash commands, so we use them sparingly, but there is that option. If you guys get to that level, or whenever you guys get to the level, I should say, we can certainly add more of those and whatnot. But those are the three basic levels of creating auto responses. I'll talk about more advanced ones later that also take into account like the context and whatever. But this is great, if you have memes or whatever you want to send on your own personal commands, you can add these so that you and other people can use these pretty easily. The VMH commands have a lot of advantages over the Slackbot commands, obviously, because Slackbot responds to everybody, where VMH you can choose who it responds to. And more importantly, with the VMH, you can use this method to delete the command itself, so that the command is not sitting there being distracting. If you guys want to see some code samples, I've put them in the command list Google Doc that's pinned in the instructor chat.